No, some of my bandages have started falling off. I knew they'd dissolve in water, but it took them a little while. I might take some pictures of them, but I'm not sure if anybody really wants me to just display them on the internet. They kind of can look gross to people. I didn't do anything really much Tuesday, and I passed out for a nap for 3 hours. And Wednesday was very similar, but I already sent the message to my doctor, and he's like, yeah, it's normal to be experiencing fatigue when coming off Oxycontin. Especially when when your body still, it sucks. I want to have a functional body again. Work. I haven't done any gym. I've been sitting, and to be fair, sitting around a lot does kind of contribute to fatigue, and that's why some people who sit around a lot are tired all the time, because they're not engaged doing anything. Yes, I can't go. So I bet a lot of you are like, but why are you wearing your jersey then? Well, one, celebratory, because they're playing a game. Yeah, it's an away game, but I don't really have anything that matches white very well, especially in, it's not in the washer. But anyways, so the cheerleaders are doing something up in Longview for a Safe Kids Day. So that's where I'm driving. Like 3.5 hours up to stand around and film at a game and get excited, and then 3.5 hours back because we don't have the money.
Well, I just inflated this thing and I got to do the bottom, but not expecting that with my injuries. Stressing my diaphragm already.
Have fun, bro.
Just making sure I get things on camera.
Okay, so you guys got to see a little bit before everything was set while we were setting up. Because there's rules about filming, we had a lot of really underage kids. And while this is a public venue, it's not quite a public venue. Whereas if I were in Pioneer Courthouse Square or the zoo, be a little different. These kids could come up and build a hiking backpack for survival, more or less. And it had like a flashlight and batteries and a compass and a map of the trails and apparently a hiking permit. Didn't know you need one of those. I mean, I don't go hiking in the super hiking areas, but the stuff that was in the backpack was like a shot of water bottle. It was for kids. 6-year-old or 6 years post-expired raisins. But it's like just props. Nobody took any of this stuff home other than like a plastic wrapped water bottle and one of our little bags that we were. Anyways, eat really fast. Aaron has tickets for Infinity War. It sucks because it's at like 12:20, but we need to see this movie this weekend. We got 3 tickets. Hopefully Willie can come. I really hope he does after the movie, and I can put it behind. I can put it up as its separate video on Monday in case people didn't see it over the weekend, but I don't want to spoil it for anyone, so I got to put on all of the necessary things. And Willie will be excited and will be swearing, so I'll probably not monetize the video because they're gonna be like, because I don't want to put it behind like the Patreon paywall. Things get very heated. That might be fun. I'll have to figure this all out Monday. But yeah, I'm gonna go probably hit up Burger King. So yeah, just to give y'all guys a little something here real quick, because there's no recording at the windows. I'm paying $7.77 for a Whopper. This better be the most amazing thing ever, because I have had burgers at Robin for cheaper, and they have infinite fries. Yes, I have the car on radar cruise control in basically bumper to bumper traffic. And yeah, I'm getting some free KMs on Pokemon. I don't care. Since Willie's up and down on his pain stuff, he doesn't know by now if he'll be ready later. What time's the movie?
12:20. So technically it'll be tomorrow when we're... Yeah. Now, I have prefaced, I'm telling you guys, even though it was minutes ago for you, I'm telling Aaron on camera, we will do spoilers. But I will take that video, like I will cut the video and I will start again in the car or outside or wherever we're at with text on the screen being like, you know what you're getting into, yada yada. And I may not monetize it because if Willie's with us, he's probably going to be swearing. Or I could just, chance their filter. I'm not going to say their name because I'm giving them a bad review. Organic coffee, The thing is, the girls, they wanted iced black coffee with cream and sugar. And I'm sitting in the back going, like, then nobody could see me because her windows were tinted, but you don't get cream and sugar in black coffee. You call it black coffee because it's going to be black.
Cream and sugar in black coffee is coffee with cream and sugar.
Yeah, coffee, weekly brewed, and it's the color of my hair. I'll call it black coffee. If your coffee looks like this, not with the pattern, but you know,
if your coffee looks like that with the pattern, something's wrong.
Well, you have a really good foam artist. But if it's like this generalized background color, no, that's not black coffee. I said, no, just, and I threw a 20 in and they just gave me the change back and they gave me a 5 on it, right? And we were trying to figure out how to order 3 different times from a drive-thru, and I'm like, please don't. I worked in a drive-thru. Don't do that. That's terrible. But yeah, so I wound up just getting iced black coffee, and I was like, well, it's iced coffee, so it basically tastes, this is freshly brewed morning after coffee. In case any of you are wondering, we're heading into the movie. I'm leaving the camera in the car. We know the drill. Again, we will talk about the movie and try to stay spoiler free, but like, wow, the graphics were amazing, give all that jazz, but then we're gonna cut and stuff. So your spoiler warning comes now and it'll come in a couple seconds. Okay, as I said, minute, because it's been literally seconds for you guys. Oh God, my phone's gonna get on the radio. We're in that day and age where it's like, oh, the CG was really good. The CG's good in every film. Technically, the CG's been good in every film since Final Fantasy Spirits Within. I mean, you know, and that was 2000.
Yeah.
But I'll say this much about the previews. Some of those scenes that people thought of, like when they dissected the trailers, those scenes are not what they were.
The trailers don't actually give anything away.
Well, no, I didn't think they would. But yeah, I would just say the scenes are not what people thought they were.
So, in a previous movie, and I'm pretty sure the trailers included at least 1 or 2 cut scenes.
I know one scene that was cut, but we'll get that one into the spoilers.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. Heimdall and Loki. I mean, there was a bunch of Asgards that died.
Yeah. At the end credit scene, and yes, there is one, the fact that...
Just quick. Only an end credit scene.
Yeah, there's no mid-credit scene.
The mid-roll is Avengers Infinity War disintegrating.
Yeah. That's it.
I would have liked if they disintegrated, not every other letter, but half the letters.
Is kind of one of those, oh, by the way, this is still comic universe. People don't stay dead.
Yeah.
We're gonna be dealing with the fallout of everyone being dead.
That's Captain Marvel, by the way.
The symbol? Okay.
We're on this hallway, as we always are, but we were at the very end, so I had to walk down and basically have my arms, both my arms behind me, and have Aaron walk really slow, because I walked really slow, because we have a different gait, so he would have been stepping on my feet. We walked most of the theater in pitch black. And even one of the exit signs was like, near. And I was like, that's disconcerting. He's like, what do you mean? And then like all the lights turned on right as we were about to get out to our street lights were at least shining into the theater. No. So you didn't actually move all that much stuff, probably because you moved it out earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there was still some stuff that was lingering behind.
Yeah. A couple of stuffed animals that I didn't want to get rid of. Apparently 2 chess sets that I didn't know I had.
It's probably what's been wrangling around in your head about having a chess set. When I was like, do we have a chess set? And you're like, where is it? And it was probably when we moved out of the G351. I was like, we don't need a chess set. We don't need to be packing this thing all over the place, because I don't play chess.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, okay.
But I have a South Park chess set. New in box still.
I wish you enjoyed jalapenos the way I did. Straight up my nose.
Seems like a terrible idea for anybody.
Remember, I went through an experimental phase.
It's amazing you have eyes.
It's amazing I have lungs and noses and a nose.
It's amazing you're alive.
I know. Oof. Morning. It's a little chilly out here, but
It's brisk.
it's brisk. But I am out here in shorts, sandals, and a t-shirt. 72? No, it's not. If it's 72, it's gonna get so hot today. It's 52. And for the morning, you're like,
It would not be brisk.
yeah.
I just got a text. We don't have any spare laptops in the office, right?
We're going to take a left. I may be able to handle ducks and pigeons now. I don't think anybody wants to mess with geese. I was just gonna go over this way. It's not like we have to follow the street lights.
True.
When it gets super dark, there's street lights on that side of the road, so he follows that path home, but it's not dark.
The rest of my reports are pretty standard. Everything's going as it normally does. Maybe I can stop being super stressed now.
I'm a wide variety person. I'm not... I should probably make a new channel intro for this.
I'm not decent for camera, but it's 6:30 in the morning. I'm leaving here by 9. I'm driving all the way up. Oh my God, this is going to be a long day before I have to...
Stadium. There's the field. Looks like there's a lot of room for Aaron to wander around and film at and whatnot. No covered stadium, but you know, we're just gonna burn. Have a great sleep.
No. Every time I drifted off, I went straight into REM sleep, and yeah, I gotta talk to a doctor.
Fight off that block. Yeah, there we go. Hey,
So, with that being said, I want to thank the Cobras for coming out here and giving us some hard work. We needed that. Always. You guys keep going. You keep grinding. You guys are a good team. You're going to be a great team. You just got to keep going. We have our problems just like any other team does. But it's about coming together. And when you gel together, that's when it becomes a championship team. Okay? I respect the Cobras. No matter what anybody says, you guys are a good team, and you guys come with it. All right, so keep doing what you do.
Smart ways, we bring it back to our destination safe and sound.
One, two, three.
Trying to find good lighting. I'm waiting for people. We're away from everybody. Everyone's gonna be funneling that way.
Sure.
And across this way.
Yeah.
So that was the score. They were up by 16, then we got to 13, then halftime. I'm completely aware that you guys didn't get a lot of footage because Aaron was having some heat issues. We had a lot of guys on the sidelines having heat issues too. Of course, they were working.
Yeah.
Figured out how to pull it out with my tongue. Probably not a good thing, but when you sit around for 2 hours, you tend to figure out idle things.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I went in and stood at outside linebacker, and Devin said, go play corner. By the time I got out to play corner, the thing rang. We didn't even get to play. I don't know.
But we were here.
We're here. I'll be wearing this all the way out in Kennewick, whatever. It's Tri-Cities, I'm not sure exactly where it is. So we've got a decent picture of that. Hang on.
Georgia.
See that? Right there? That's actually reflecting off the top of my computer.
Sort of hard. I know he's from Arizona, and he was a little bit amazed about some things that went on with the team, and just like both sides. He was like, man, he's just, because when he played a little bit of semi-pro down in Arizona, they had like 15 game seasons because they have huge leagues. Yeah, he goes, it's not a big up here. Oregon, Washington are soccer states. I'm like, yeah, it's true. I certainly don't like it when people say around, like in Portland, that there was a baseball team in Portland at Providence Park, but ever since America's sport became soccer, I was like, it's football.
Mediterranean herb?
Yeah.
Okay. What's wrong with the other ones? They didn't have,
Non-existent.
like, they don't have the brand anymore?
I think maybe you would have picked up the garlic one, but
I wanted to try something a little different.
So he's going with brown fleck.
A request today from Lizard Gaming on last Friday's video. It's, can you react to Gaelic football and hurling?
didn't know what I still don't quite know. I've Googled both things and I YouTube both things, and we're gonna have a little thing down here in the corner and figure out what's going on. Soloing, okay. Catch the ball. Gaelic football. Morning. We've had our onshore flow sufficiently. It's not gonna rain today, but we definitely have our gray clouds overhead. Alex was trying to explain the onshore flow he gets from Lake Superior, and I'm like, he's like, the lake has its own weather patterns because it's so big. I was like, the lake near me has its own weather patterns because it's so big. I'm sorry, it's called the Pacific Ocean. But they're all within a small line. And now people are starting to post the picture of what people think is happening on the island versus what's actually happening on the island. And you show a picture of the big island and like 1/3 of it is covered in red from the very tippy top, you know, Mauna Kea. What's actually happening is this tiny little smudge of red out on the eastern tip. Sometimes I'll do regular life stuff, but Snapchat's where it's all at for now. This is actually really cool. And, you know, I looked down and, you know, I'm like, ooh, pretty lava. And then I looked down and I read a comment, so I pulled out my Snapchat. And I was like, and I did the, ooh, pretty lava. I wonder if you can see it from other parts of the island. And I'm like, get this lady off Facebook. It's like when you get really old, frail guys in the gym throwing weights around in random directions, and these people recording like, someone come get their grandpa. Mount Hood's like 11.3, you know? Of course you can't see it from the other side because you have a giant mountain blocking. Like, I can't see if there were volcanic fissures opening up in Bend right now. And there's so many other people that are like, oh, I'm praying for all my friends who live in Kona. Okay, first of all, Kona is on the Big Island. It's also on the northwest side, like 100 miles away from the fissures. Okay, it's practice day. I'll have more information after practice as to what time practice is tomorrow. It's also Charmander Pokemon Community Day or something, but I'll be at practice, and that's what I care about more. I left it on all during practice because I pulled in with no music on electric mode, and so this thing is dirt dead silent. And I just get out of the car, and I can't lock it, and I'm like, my fob dead? Or whatever. And then I get my stuff out of the back of the car, and then I close the thing, and I'm like, lock? Whatever, it doesn't lock. Okay. Yeah, about like 10:30, someone's like, Theo, your lights are on. I was like, oh, been on for the last 2 hours. I came in the car, it said 3 hours, 45 minutes. I was like, that was fun. Apparently, there's a good amount of people, hopefully they trust me a bit more at linebacker because offense is going over new run plays. So they're able to see me filling the gaps and doing the stuff because they weren't passing. So our free safety, who's kind of our DC, is able to see me doing the stuff and make slight adjustments. And those adjustments were made. Like, I'm incredibly coachable. And hopefully they'll put me in the rotation for the Rage game. Plus we'll have the practice next week and all that jazz. So yeah, I'm gonna back up, roll on out of here. There's not even a pixel gone on our gas meter. We filled it up last night. So I'm trying to find a Pokestop. The thing is, I don't need to worry today because my research that'll give me my 3rd Zapdos is like, well, here, battle in a gym. Yeah, that's pretty. So, bump, 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 bump. Coconut water, because I'm sweating up a storm and I need all this shit. So the thing is, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get home effectively. What road are you? Fred Meyer? There's a Fred Meyer out here? At a Fred Meyer gas station. You know when you get lost and you just sort of assume, oh, we're on Lombard. There's a Charmander. You are not shiny. Like, I have already 2 Charizards. I don't care. I'm just looking for shinies at this point. I should probably catch 1. I have enough candies to actually evolve it up there to get the special ability, but I was hoping for the shiny to get it. And damn it. And so, what's up?
What up?
That's Devin. He's our strong safety. He played on the Blackhawks back before the Cobras started up. No, I don't want to transfer it to the professor. I don't know where Steve was today, but he would have been great. We were kind of low on receivers and people were ducking out early. Like, we didn't have that many people to begin with. But the less people there are,
more time I'm at linebacker. In fact, unless if the defense is on the field, I was in at linebacker. It's gentrified. They have a new seasons out here. There's a new seasons in Nopo. Yep, gentrified. I forgot how far I came in. Why did that thing go out of business? Oh no, that's always been a sub. So Aaron went out to the nature park and we both got shiny Charizards. I found one at the apartment, but as we found out last community day, it's based on the user, not the spawn. Yeah. So I'm taking care. We're at Red Robin, but their Starbucks is a gym, so I'm beating down one thing on it so I can get 3 things completed, and then we'll go inside here and I'll take care of my Zapdos. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm 3 days behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
So yeah, like I said, we're at Red Robin. Willie sent me a Snapchat, but I'll check it here when this Blissey finally dies. Battle in a gym! Battle in a gym! Battle in a gym! Might as well just beat down this Wobbuffet for the hell of it, because it's a Wobbuffet. Who doesn't want to beat down a Wobbuffet? Bam!
Yeah, I kind of got full because I got chili cheese fries, so they had they had cheese and the chili on them and jalapenos and then the fries, and I ate those first, so usually I snack on fries after my burger, so I was actually kind of full.
Just off the cuff, jeez. I mean, admittedly, all of yours are too. You just do off the cuff way better.
Well, all right. We will end this discussion by saying my off the cuff usually isn't very off the cuff, because you got to remember, I've got a crack addict little hamster running in my wheel, whereas you have kind of a, we'll get to it, hamster in your wheel, like everyone else. Not open till 8, and I was like, cool, I'll just sleep in till 8. Does that look like sleeping in until 8?
9:10. And we're bringing down the thing. It is currently 9:53. I took my time getting down here.
Well, I made Aaron sit on this side of the table where there's like 7, I don't know, 13-year-olds.
I don't even know.
Yeah, they were like they were the age that takes super long showers and like they've picked up do not disturb signs for their bedroom doors and all that jazz. They go through a lot of towels in one day, sort of thing. A few of them had braces, but it's not like their mouths grew into the braces yet. But really all that is their mouth hadn't really grown into their new adult teeth yet. But it just makes it worse when you've got bracers, and you look like you actually have chompers in your mouth, in your head. It's like of Fission Gear is a short-sleeved hoodie. But it's got a pocket, and it makes you look stupid. It's a pointless pocket. Like nobody put their phone in there. Oh, the phones are getting too big for it. All right, so Aaron's awake. He's coming to practice to dick around in the car, and we have a lot of stuff to do today. So you guys are gonna get some news later, but after other people know first. Hang on.
I'm sorry, man. What's your name again? Donna's gonna be there. I was gonna write down like you're gonna be there. Theo's gonna be there. Nehemiah's gonna be there.
Let's do stuff. So apparently we're low on peeps, so I'm gonna be at O-line. Depending on how many people show up, I may be starting. Hey, the first time I ever start in my entire career, and it's offensive line. Well, hey, at least I changed the number for a reason. Wakey, wakey? Oh, hell.
What?
Okay, he's bringing the camera. Let's move to someplace with better visual. Okay, now that we're not on the phone anymore, I don't have to go into a locker room. Locker rooms here.
Yeah.
We're sort of just using this unless people kick us off. But yeah, so as I was telling them on the phone, yeah, I was wearing pads today because I was working with offensive line. I'm not sure if you saw that.
I saw that you were in various places.
I was working with guys far larger than me.
Okay.
I mean, think about it. That's a joke.
Yeah.
Like, I am, by and large, the skinniest guy on offensive line. But, stuff on offensive line. But then, the coach who thought of that idea left. So then I was stuck at backer. And apparently I got voted out of the linebacker pool or something, I don't know. But they're like, let's put you back at line, because you happen to have a fortuitous number. Yeah. Oh, you're just turning the screen?
Yeah.
Where? Who are you? What is your name? It doesn't matter. As long as you guys are here, they're gonna bark. See, now that we're fully in, they're just sniffling.
So we've talked to our parents, and it's finally time for the reveal, which is I'm not going to be on the vlog for pretty much all of next week. I'm going to be in Europe. Specifically, I'm going to be in Amsterdam on a business trip. Saying I'm going to be in Amsterdam, I'm going to be there for like 2 days. But I'm flying out, flying back. I'm going to spend so much time in the air. I'm going to be so jet lagged on Friday.
Yeah, so basically for the rest of the vlog, we're going to be doing normal Sunday stuff. I believe we're going to try to schedule a Deadpool 2.
Yeah.
Sometime Sunday afternoon.
Told you the tale of the hosen and the buttercream pie? Perhaps best saved for another time.
He says that, I'm just like, you never tell me. But anyways, you're going to wait a month till it comes out.
All voices, Grandmaster. Surrounded only by those who share your views, your mind can never grow.
That's actually really good advice, by the way. Because things need to happen, you leave at 2 o'clock? 13:55.
I think so, yeah.
I'm gonna probably run Siege of Orgrimmar Mythic on my main character, and then look the phone's charged. You gonna play some Hearthstone? So that's, but like the one scene that just got Aaron completely dying was Baby Legs.
Got under control.
I'm not entirely sure that you heard everything in that scene. Out of the bathroom from eating an entire medium taco grande pizza last night. I was in the bathroom for a while. And opened up the camera just enough. And I was like, could you finish booting, please? Derp-a-derp. We're at Taco Bell out in Troutdale. I gotta piddle. And we gotta eat. So, we're on the road. Just far later than I was expecting. Oh, Snapchat from Willie. Oh, people are starting to announce that they're leaving where they're at. Left is a place called Beacon Rock. Geology lesson for y'all folks. Oh, wait. See it? Yeah. That's a volcanic neck. And we can't actually technically climb it. It does have a really windy path. No, I've only actually climbed it once, now that I think about it. And, because that was Chad, Stephanie, and I went to go climb Beacon Rock. No, this is effectively Eastern Oregon. That's Washington over there, and it's wonderful Columbia River. But I'm not sure how well you guys can see through the trees, how it's like slanted to the right. That's very indicative of the anticline that the Columbia Gorge is. And since we are on the other side of the midpoint, everything is slanting downward to the east. But then again, you've also got, you know, big old cliffs straight ahead that are just full of basalt, and you can tell basalt by its little columns that it makes. You guys see those little columns there? Yeah. It's so sloped, you can just tell that it's... That is sexy geology right there. Sexy egg.
But I still have hat and sunglasses because I don't want a repeat of last time.
This is Theo, morning after. Spoilers, I'm not dead, and I'm not in the ER. But I'm gonna let you know, if there's some adult language showing up in this video after this, yeah, you're gonna see some football, and then you're gonna probably hear some sideline stuff, and definitely some after game stuff. But spoilers, I'm not dead, and I'm not in the ER. Scoreboard there and the scoreboard there. Now that I can actually see it, I can realize how far down we are.
Yeah.
Well, let's see. That's what we had 4 kick returns,
Yeah.
including the starting one, and then every offensive series because I'm starting right guard.
Tyler did bring it up at a meeting.
Okay.
But yeah, so that's that. My knee's a little sore. I'm probably gonna have bruises that show up.
Yeah.
Do I have ones that are currently showing up? I'm not sure. I don't know. Oh, look at that. Hi. That's fun.
Yep.
You want to say anything about this game?
Hey,
To the wide world of
Let me tell
YouTube.
you from a short nigga point of view, it was all bullshit, bro. The refs calling fucked up bullshit. Niggas going helmet to helmet. Nigga tried to helmet to me. I'm a little dude, but it's okay, you know, like, fuck
20 is a
I'm
bitch
still
too.
happy.
20 is a bitch. 23 is a bitch. Oh, no, 20.
No, 23 too, bro. He was talking shit. He was the corner over here trying to talk shit. But anyway, my fault. My nigga interrupted my video. It's a lot of bullshit. We about to go home. I'm about to go home, get on some female.
I'll edit that part out. I will edit that part out. I really am. I'm gonna let it monetize. And if they want to bitch about it, if YouTube wants to bitch about it, I will file a grievance. Just do the little automated thing like you. Like there's like someone yelling. It's after a football game. Come on.
So, I mean, you could. Yeah, you can do that. You can use that clip. That doot to.
Oh, right. Oh, I now have a beep sound. Heavy cut footage stuff. I've been swearing up a storm.
It's okay. He already tells me what
Because I didn't screw up that much on offensive line.
Hey, I'm fresh out of the penalty box, wherever the that is.
Tyler told us that was a new rule.
Penalty box?
Yeah.
When does it become
What
hot?
the f is a penalty box?
It's exactly that.
It's where you go when
Don't,
you're
Aaron, stop.
playing hockey.
Go and sit.
Aaron, stop the recording.
If I could, I'd definitely turn them off because I don't need people who are trying to figure out if being like okay with being gay in sports is a cool thing and have like the very first thing they see is proper families matter. Even for 5 seconds, it could be kind of damaging to someone still in the closet. Since Aaron got back from Amsterdam, it's been, we've had a little rough bit, but he's getting his sleep schedule back on. She's like, I'm sorry, what? I'm like, oh right, we got that information after my appointment last time. Because that was Thursday morning, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and my appointment was on Wednesday. Even if it was Wednesday, no, because you went into work and Zainab was like,
Don't decline this.
yeah, I know what it's, but it was just that.
Yeah.
Yeah. People start believing, like Willie didn't quite get it, because he and I, that was like 3 years ago. He and I weren't really good friends then.
Yeah.
It was starting to begin.
Cool.
Anything for you?
No. This is my train.
All right.
Bye.
Why am I, like, Aaron's not here. But anyways, I gotta head to the dealership, and then I will chat with you guys in there while I'm sipping coffee and watching stupid soccer or whatever happens to be on the TV. Probably recapping that dumb basketball crap and all the drama. Okay, I'll try these candies. He told me on Snapchat on Tuesday last week that he wanted to save them to do a try for the vlog, and then expected me to remember, so when I can't remember the stuff I send on Snapchat, let alone a week later.
Yeah.
So I had like half the container because I'm disgusting. And I say I'm disgusting because it's menthol black licorice, not mint. There's mint chocolate, and then there's like Listerine chocolate. As anybody who's seen my Snapchat yesterday.
Shout out to Iceland for making mint black licorice candy. And not just mint, like full-blown menthol. Oh, my nose. In case that candy flavor still doesn't make any sense, black licorice flavored Listerine, gargle that while whitening your teeth.
You brought home your Stroopwafels?
Yeah.
You brought home, let's see, one with caramel on the inside.
Which is the kind of normal.
And then ones that were chocolate covered with just general on the inside. It was just like one of the Stroopwafels covered in chocolate.
With caramel on the inside.
Oh, okay. And then ones with chocolate on the inside? I don't know what the third ones were.
Apple pie flavored.
Apple pie flavored. They are significantly better when you slightly warm them up.
You can force that as a skinny.
That too. But at least you're now kind of in the vein of Willie and I are losing track of our days.
Yeah. Yeah. So I got nothing.
All right. I'll chop up the video and show you guys some of my better looking snaps, not the ones that go straight up in the air and try to almost hit me in the head. That was a weird one. Bye.
Oh, wonky, but hit the backpack. It's too high. My bad.
So yesterday was a cluster F because I got to Willie's a little late, and then we did like stupidly fast field work, and then I went to go drop him off at practice hour and 45 minutes early, and we were like, damn it.
Tell everybody else to have it.
Did you see that thing I posted in the chat?
Yeah.
That's
alright.
A little backpack? So, that.
Do you need a pocket?
No. So, just making sure you're not mostly Sky.
Yeah,
Flip
mostly.
it around, let me see. Good. Here, I'll go see Willie's game. What time is it, do you know?
I don't offhand. 5:21.
Wow. He hasn't even kicked off yet. It's this run. So this running clock thing is a thing. Except for the last 2 minutes. So the quarter starts at 15. And then we have a running clock until 2 minutes.
Oh, that's what was supposed to happen.
So, yeah. I don't get this.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. But we got suckered into that role because we weren't running fast enough. I mean, a lot of us were physically running fast enough.
Yeah.
I mean, certainly have to deal with better stuff than here.
Yeah.
So let's see. I did not get on any line because our line was already having issues as is. I got stepped on and may have... Oh yeah, there's a little bit left. During the, when I got lit up on kick return, near the beginning. That's when I, But, yeah, I want a jersey that has that on it, but, you know. Oh, I can, true. No, I can fight into the chat. Yep.
See ya.
Bam. You guys see him back there? There he is. He's wearing 84, I believe. Yeah, that's him. I had to zoom in enough. 4-9. Raiders are down, and this is very strange.
Film?
I was wide as hell.
You want?
I see that.
They've already seen that because I put that in the film.
I was wide. That was the second.
You
time
ran halfway across the end zone.
Wheel too?
I won. I know, only near the end there.
Yeah, that was in the fourth quarter, same quarter. It was
Yeah,
the
I think
drive
so.
before. I was gonna give you a break. I sweat.
Because I got the one where you ran like across the end zone, and then like. Then the interception happened, and then like you walked onto the sideline, took your helmet off, and I'm like, he's gonna scream at someone.
Oh yeah, I was about to.
Right before halftime, yeah, because I came in at about 5 until halftime, and I was just shocked. So you guys don't have that running clock thing?
I told you. You didn't see it, did you?
No.
I told you. They played you. I knew they fucking played you.
We did it this game too.
What?
Our game started at 3. Aaron and I were taking pictures and vlogging at the end, and I go, what time is it?
Our game started at 6.
I got here at halftime. Think about this. Our game
and it was
started...
like, what, 7:30? Because we came out at like 7:40.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our game started at 3. Aaron and I were taking pictures and vlogging at the end. I asked him what time it was. He says it's 5:20. We did a game in about 2 hours.
What?
Yeah. Running clock, everything except for the last 2 minutes of every quarter. That was the rule we were running. And that was the rule back for the Rage. And that's what we're assuming all of our rules are going to be ever since.
Oh, those nachos were good last night. So were the Euro fries, but I gotta remember, I don't have a gallbladder. So, remember when I said, like, feels like stuff's gonna hit the fan, and I was having, it might have been a weird anxiety thing? That might have been what it was. Because I can have a great anxiety thing that, you know, Mom may be quickly here under the guise of not being able to take care of Dad, and we have to deal with that.
Which I think is his race. Something like that. But I did like that Warwick Davis was part of the midget.
Yeah.
Because he's very, very well known as Wicket.
I did like that they threw a great elder god into a black hole. That was nice.
Or whatever that was, yeah.
I mean, that many tentacles?
That many eyes made me think more of a, like, beholder. I don't...
Yeah.
I mean... Because it may not have a mode of propulsion, but it can... Like a snake, it can move its own stuff, but it can't, like, move its body very well.
But yeah.
I mean, at least in Star Trek, the things that we've seen as spaceborne entities have been, like, aquatic in nature. Like, Junior.
Yeah.
And then the jellyfish. So... I'm going to tweak with that a little bit, because that's all we know.
Yeah.
He did win in a card game, but it was the second card game. Because the first time, and he won it from Lando. But
yeah.
It's like...
Because Lando is a cheat.
Is Lando, like... Liberace? Is Lando gay? Or is he just a fan of cloaks?
I think he goes either way.
Yeah.
I think it actually might be canon that he goes either way.
I don't necessarily want to be bringing things up because vlogs are going to be a little bit funky. Until things have settled down, I can't really talk about much of anything. Don't really want to talk about much of anything. It might not be until late, depending on how my schedule goes. I've pulled back from the team because this is going to cut into the weekends. This is a big deal and there's a big shift happening. And I warned you guys kind of that something was going on over the weekend and I felt weird, but I thought it might have been anxiety. Yeah, and that was basically Monday after the vlog. So a lot of stuff happened after I was recording. Trek Tuesdays will be probably scaled back depending on how things going. And understand that I'm going to try, and if I skip a video for a day, I skip a video for a day. How are you feeling about this whole thing?
It's big and scary and chaotic.
That's what happens with these things. They happen all this.
It was coming doesn't make it any better.
It's the same thing like I said with the earthquake. It's very akin to that. You know it's coming, you know it's coming, you know it's coming, you know it's coming. When's it gonna come? When's it gonna come? A couple weeks ago I messaged him something that was just hilarious. And he's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm sitting down editing a video and drinking coffee. Oh, okay. Like 5 minutes later, what are you doing? The same thing. Video editing is not, I can't snap my fingers and video edit like Thanos could wipe out the universe. He's like, who? And I was like, 10 minutes later, what are you doing? I'm still video editing. I'm going to be doing this for the next 3 hours. Oh, right, that's your job. Yeah, I was starting with September because it's 7. I can't forget this day. It's currently 1:26. It is almost 5 hours after the actual anniversary, because that's what my birth certificate says was 8:36 in the morning. So in 9 minutes, will it have been 5? Yep, 5 hours past, 5 hours old of 37. What have I been up to? Well, I can't really discuss any of that. I'll know. I've been taking a break from YouTube to get stuff sorted out. I seem to be getting a little worse. I like momentarily had to check to see if the recording, which is right here, I could see it because of the way this was going with my hair. The recording in my hair looked the same color to me. So I was like, are you recording? And then oh yeah, okay. As I stated before, this is a vlog. This is not a Friday football video. This is not a Trek Tuesday. This is me assessing. I think the last time I did it, I was just out walking. So that's the deal with that. Again, I'm not. I kind of started playing Star Wars: The Old Republic. I'm playing telekinetic spec. If you guys play that, you know what I mean. Gotta get all prepped and ready to go. Phone's on the charger. Willie and I are gonna do a workout tonight because it gets the stress off of me while me taking care of financial stuff and health stuff. Running errands all over the place and doing business stuff. Well, it's 81 degrees outside. I will chat with you guys maybe next week sometime. It'll be 16th through the 20th. We'll have something for that. So let's recap what's been going on for the last... As I'm currently recording this, I don't actually know. We're moving. We've moved. How do I temporally date this? So... yeah, it doesn't look like things here. By the end of July. And that means I would not be able to partake in the playoffs, let alone, like, I probably could have went to the Cavs game last weekend, but it's always so much after the fact. It's like now we're like still sort of in holding pattern. I didn't know that last week. I can't. I've already pulled back from the team because I haven't posted anything yet other than Trek Tuesdays because, well, as this is after the fact, I didn't want anybody to come and like, oh, I'm not going to see you in a long time, yada yada. I mean, I've been doing that with like mom and whatnot. That's that. I'm going to go take some more coffee and I'm going to get this stuff going. I mean, we've already taken so much stuff to Goodwill as is and it doesn't look like we've taken anything. Because it's all still here. Although this box is new and that's being shipped to a friend. Or she may already be here, but I don't know what the usage is on the inside. If we can use it to film the thing, I'm probably gonna give the camera to Willie. But like here, or something like that, I don't know.
Are you ready?
We're ready.
Okay, we're gathered here for the wedding ceremony between Aaron and Theo. May your marriage be marked with happiness and devotion for the rest of your life, and you promise to be his spouse for the rest of your life this day forward.
Yes.
For worse throughout your life?
I do.
And you promise to be his spouse for the rest of your life this day forward.
I do.
Woo! Woo!
Oh, I just crushed your flower. Oh.
Yeah. Crush that flower.
We got what was necessary.
Come to your mama.
So I'm putting this into the vlogs because I'm suddenly like really struck. That's Oregon's state capital. The golden man on top. I had to come down here for marriage certificate reasons so they could be more international. This is the Capitol Mall that I just feel a little verklempt right now because I went to a school back there on the other side of those buildings. Out of Salem, I grew up here. Ages 1 to 11. Vancouver never felt like home. Oregon always did. So my first famous person in that building wasn't really all that famous. It was just Oregon's governor. I was 10. They built this whole thing while we were at that school over there. This was a different area. This whole Capitol Mall area. Used to play in that fountain and they cordoned it off and all that stuff. I didn't realize this because I never walked around it. That says Clatsop County. It's they're in alphabetical order. I just realized that. Benton County, 1847. I don't know if I'll ever see this place again. And those early formative years, like a lot of those memories were here with Jason and Eric and Chris. I just drove down here to get this thing done and I got to get home because it's like 4 o'clock and rush hour is going to start near Portland. Oh, maybe I should go walk inside the Capitol one last time. Alright, we're over here. Kathy's, we're having our post-marriage soiree. I don't know what to call it. If we had a big reception, it would have had a nacho bar. That's a... What's up? Come here. It's a camera. Hababa. That's Ike. Boof. Boof. Have gotten bigger to the point where they are actual fluff ball. See,
I'm properly on the other side of the fence from these creatures that don't understand love. They're fluffs. What's the matter, Ike? So, this is a proper dachshund. You can't go outside. You are another dachshund. This is Poppy Sue! Hello, Poppy Sue! It's Poppy Sue! Just to give you guys an idea, full-grown miniature dachshund. I got him.
Baby, you've got the big ears.
The big ears and the big eyes. Max is being protected. Yeah, we don't bring that up around Grandma.
I know. I mean, she brings it up a lot.
I know. She probably shouldn't.
Well, it's currently July 6th. We've already just had the 4th. Didn't really do much about that anyways. So in theory today, which is also my birthday, right there, I turned 37, well, almost 4 hours ago. Today's the 11th, so we're working on 1, 2, 3.5 weeks. In that 3.5 weeks, we have been trying to get everything so far as what these vlogs have taken them. Actually a little less because I didn't start the vlogs till later. You know, because they're indoctrinated into the South or whatnot. Like, I've been seeing posts from people on Facebook that live in the Northwest that are just so over the top. Get out of our country. And I'm like, they're angry at Puerto Ricans. I watched a video today from TYT that, you know, was about Puerto Ricans and the lady was getting harassed, but it just reminded me that a couple days ago I saw someone angry that, you know, like someone posted, one of my friends locally posted that Puerto Rico still needs help and that Houston got hit and Puerto Rico still hasn't been helped, yada yada, all that jazz. And God, by the time I really wish an angel of mercy came down from Puerto Rico, but I guarantee you I'm living in the Netherlands and Puerto Rico is still dying. And I know you guys miss me from these weeks. That's why I'm trying to put out at least a weekly video.
My hair looks better when I have bad eyesight. Like, on a small screen. Alright, so it's the 14th of... Jesus, it's only July. And I have a probably move date again. I had one before, and I had another one. This one is probably gonna be pretty solid. It's the 23rd, but it's got a lot of space that's wasn't space before. Packed up some stuff.
There's been boxes that have been pulled out, emptied, and then stuff's been moved into that location.
Yeah.
The boxes that were there were taken out. The boxes that were in there were taken out.
Goodwill. But yeah, the box that was under my desk is now next to my desk and empty. Except for... oh, my headphones. The cable started fraying. Blah. Blah, 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 blah. So yeah, I will probably phone vlog when I leave, and then...
yeah, we'll probably... Alright. Kesha, chill.
Hoodie, 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 sweater, hoodie, 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 jacket, hoodie. That's all on that side. And I still have more hoodies to put in there. This has white jersey, practice jersey, black jersey, white pants, black pants, and some other shirts that were there. That's still my athletic gear. I possibly can squish that in there.
Hey folks, so it's the 18th of July, and I'm heading off to work in Portland. It's my last week. It's my last 3 days, because I finally have a date. Here's today. I leave on the 21st. It was full already. And
is that what the sign? I wasn't paying attention to them. People weren't getting off at the zoo thing though.
Well, that's because it's full.
Well, people still try to force it though. True. I've seen that sign show up.
I didn't sleep a lot last night because we're trying to get me onto a new sleep schedule.
Yeah.
And so I've got a headache, and I took all of my morning pills like 10 minutes ago.
We ate IHOP.
Yeah, we had IHOP for breakfast.
Aaron's bags were overweight.
Well, one of them was.
One of them was overweight. The other one was underweight. So we pulled them both aside so that we could go hang out or we could shift things around.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't going to pay the $85 overage fee for 2 kilograms. So it was at 25 and 17.
Yeah.
So we shifted it to 23 and 19.
Yeah.
It was good though. He moved his tools.
Yeah. I'm bringing tools because...
donuts. I don't want to... Oh my god, that's a super donut.
Bye. Alright, so I'm past security. Turns out you are allowed to have USB battery packs on planes, which is awesome. And I'm actually at my gate. I don't know how early I am, because I can't check the time right now. We are at cruising altitude over Oregon, or Washington possibly. There are more flights coming in than they have room for at the terminal. Consistently. Monday at 6:10 in the morning. Yeah. I didn't sleep much. It happens. So I need to find what gate I need to be at, and then the reason I say they're cool benches is just because they look neat, and they're all bendy and made of wood, and you know. Alright, so I'm chilling here. I don't even know what gate this is. Nearby, anyway. And I wanted to say that I got a thing they called a panini that was more of a hoagie. And it's bacon, cheese, ham, and mushroom sauce. And it was remarkably good. So I've landed in Amsterdam. Okay, I'm headed the right way for baggage claim. God, I had forgotten how big this airport is. Coming in, I could see 3 levels. We had taxied forever coming in, getting in. Yeah. Gates B, C, E, F, G, H, and D. That way. Alright, so I'm horribly backlit, but oh well. I'm in Amsterdam. I took a nap. I feel a whole lot better. Drank a lot of water. And now I'm trying to figure out my morning commute. So far it looks like it's going to take me about 10 minutes to walk it, which is so nice. The It's a Trap thing I did, I actually used those stairs to get from my hotel to my office. So that's really nice. I mean, yeah, here's some pictures. So yeah, like right freaking here. I'm okay tomorrow, so I shouldn't have a problem. Alright, so I'm at the Mississippi Bar Kitchen is what it's called. It's a Mississippi themed place here in Amsterdam. I'm getting a crocodile burger, a crusty crocodile. So, kind of looking forward to that. Kind of a little, it'll be fine. You know, the languages, a lot of accents, but overall I've been doing fine. I'm not really being tripped up by the fact that, you know, I'm in another country.
Oh wait, so it's been like a week or more. I keep looking at Aaron's calendar, but it's not there. But as I noticed from the camera, a lot of things don't look missing. Yeah. And then the last load of laundry I'll do here. I know this is the travel part, but this is technically me packing a suitcase, and then weighing everything. I'm just eating up all the rest of the food in the house, and I have no dishes. I have a bunch of silverware because I forgot to take that to Kathy's, but we're on the move now, and it smells in here. Hot. Hotter than all hot. Well, no, not hotter than Phoenix. Shut your mouths. Breaking me down, sweet sugar. And since I have to take the car by my sister's place, I don't necessarily get to go to the airport with Willie per se. He may try to meet me, but we're not going to guarantee anything.
I'm gonna do my damn best.
He's going to try his damn best.
I'm probably in an Uber there.
So, just in case things can't happen, I was meaning to do this when you left for Dusseldorf.
Oh, wow.
Because I ordered this in my very first batch before you ever talked to Aziz.
Oh, dang.
And you were supposed to leave for Dusseldorf. That never happened. It's a sleeve that's a flash in the German flag colors.
That's pretty badass.
You notice I've been holding on that one for, what, 8 months?
Dude, I'm rocking this tomorrow.
That's why, and it's black, so it'll go with the home jersey.
I'm rocking this tomorrow. I don't care if it's got yellow on it. Make you get
Got yellow on it? What's that? Oh, because
I didn't try to whine that we like got colors and stuff. But then somebody wore like pink cleats, and I was like, oh, but we're not saying anything about that.
Pink cleats. Oh, you can't really knock. Anyways, I'm not gonna touch the travel vlog with that little farmer drum bit.
They don't need to hear this.
Oh, welcome guys. We're at the airport.
Look at me.
We're eating at Beaches. I'm gonna have a pizza.
I have a fancy drink.
Willie's trying to make it out. Mom thinks she's dying, so she didn't come. Hi. All right, past security. You know, left early. It's 3:59 right now, and I'm qualifying myself as I'm gonna make my Facebook post after I stop recording this, because I'm here. I don't get like side gates or anything. I get the absolute end of D concourse. I'm attacking a poke gym. It's right here. I'm gonna go walk and I'm gonna go try to hit all the rest of the poke stops because they're a bonus experience. Maybe put. I'm talking weird. I'm talking about Pokemon. I'm literally leaving to Frankfurt in like 2 hours. Yeah, my sister was with me and my nephew was with me, but it just passing through security, it was like, that's it. It's me. I'm on my own until I see Aaron. And the flight's already delayed by an hour. Thankfully, I have 3 hours over into Frankfurt. Hopefully I can get through customs pretty fast. Everyone's like, you have plenty of time. I'm like, yeah, well, my flight's already delayed an hour, 50 minutes. If it was delayed 5, I'd be fine, because then you can delay a little bit more, but I'm already delayed an hour. Unless maybe they cut the flight direction a little and try to cut the flight time in half, down a little bit, that's fine, but but this is the other side of the security gates here in Portland. It is currently 4:45. My plane boards in an hour. And I've walked the entire concourse, all A, B, C, D, and E, and caught every Pokestop with an XP egg on, just to make sure, because I have like 17 of the damn things, because I accidentally bought them. So I've already had the conversation with Willie at his house yesterday, and then today, in text. He's going into his game. It's 4:45. His game is in an hour and 15 minutes. I won't even be boarded. I mean, I'll be boarded at the time, and we'll be taking off. I thought we'd be taking off at like 4:45 or 5:55, and then, if we went out that way, I could maybe look down and see Harefield and see him play. Because I missed the last game because I was too tired, but it was canceled anyways. And unless he comes and plays in the Netherlands, I won't see him play another game. And I don't want to drink, because I'm afraid that if I drink, I'm going to lose control of the emotions. I'm going to actually lose it. But that's my gate. I was smart and packed a plug-in. Because it's like you guys saw Willie when I gave him my sleeve. Then we drove to his house, and I waited for traffic to die down because I had to drive across the metro area to go to my sister's house. And then I stayed the night there, and I had to shower at Mom's house because I need to get dog off me because I'm allergic to dogs, and they have like 14 dogs at their house right now. And then Mom didn't wind up coming, so I left her house. And so, yeah, I got here so early. It's just me. Willie's playing a football game, but I'm brave, I'm smart. I know enough German to get through the train station. It's a 10-hour flight. Doesn't say, but oh, that's the 2 tickets. Seat 9A. I may record stuff on the plane. It put it in German. It says gate closes 20 minutes before departure. Here. I'm gonna go get something at the Starbucks. I need something to drink. I'm drying my mouth out. I should have got ripped before I came here.
Sie dazu auffordern, bitte lassen Sie im Notfall Ihr Handgepäck.
Here, 522 miles per hour. So, I am fairly convinced that it's the least amount of sunset you'll ever see. See you guys after we land.
30 minutes, depending on the traffic density and frequency.
Half an hour before we land. I might actually show the landing.
We do have a medical situation on board, so we need to descend and we need to land. Those are the paramedics can attend to one of our guests here on board. Ma'am, please take your seat. That baby has to wait till we are landed. I do appreciate your cooperation.
Oh shit. Nauseating. We're gonna land hard.
Lufthansa! Lufthansa!
God, here we go. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Escalator's broken. Oh god, I have to use stairs. Band belt 21. Going down that way. Level B, so I could get on the train, or at least buy a ticket. So I can get to the Hauptbahnhof. And then once I find the ice, Intercity Express. Don't think that American. 4 years ago, I tried out for football. A year later, I found out that Germany had football. And now I'm in Germany. I'm going to Amsterdam, but I'm that close. Don't ever think you can't make your dreams come true. Okay, I have both my bags. I am at the train station at the airport. I have a ticket that cost me $14. I'll say that now. I have the money, it's there. This is the correct track I need to be on. I need to go find someone for help. I may have just fucked myself. All right, so I bought the wrong ticket at first, and then I bought a second correct ticket, which I needed to buy basically a max ticket. And now, since I found out what train I need to be on, I now know where I need to go to get to the Hauptbahnhof. And I'm gonna keep my camera in my pocket, and I'm just letting you guys know that everything is going good, and I just spent 14 euros that I didn't need to spend.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are at Frankfurt Main Airport.
Camera's right there, so I'm on my way to Amsterdam, so yeah.
In the front section
It has been one hell of a lot. I was hoping to vlog more, but I got confused and turned around and wandered around a bunch of times. This, probably more along the train trip. It's a 4-hour train trip. Okay, so I got my bags at one point, but I think I was in the wrong seat. So I'm trying to figure out what seat I'm in so that I can put my bag down. But I'm at a very familiar place. This is the airport. I was just here 3 hours ago. According to Aaron, I could have gotten the ticket from here. I could have caught the train here and went to Amsterdam, but I wanted to go to the Hauptbahnhof because I wanted to see a Hauptbahnhof, and I didn't get any video of the Hauptbahnhof, so I was running around going crazy. So yes, this train is going to Amsterdam, and I can just make the best of it. Say, it's going to Flughaven, Cologne, Düsseldorf, Duisburg, Oberhausen, Arnhem Central, Utrecht, and then Amsterdam. Fun. Where were we?
people were still sorting themselves out and trying to figure out the train where their seats were from the airport. It's a long tunnel. It's almost like the... Anyways, for 5 minutes and 36 seconds. I started this when I picked up my luggage from the other end of the train. And I didn't get hung up by anything, and it took me that long to walk all the way to the other end of the train with that bucko, my larger suitcase. Didn't get hung up on anyone trying to move around or anything. Took me 5.5 minutes to walk a train. And I'm yawning because each of those, while wheeled, is about 50 pounds. But yeah, people have noticed my, so far, 55 people. A bunch of people commented. You never know unless you try, Max. It caught a lot of people off guard. I don't want to bug anybody, but the diner car is kind of 3 back. Maybe I can get some coffee. Because we were doing almost 300 before. This train was real rocking at that time. I'm gonna do that conversion for you. Convert 299 kilometers per hour. The Wi-Fi's to miles per hour. At least it's not, I'm not having used 2G roaming. I have Wi-Fi, it's just not great Wi-Fi. That is not correct. We were not doing 185 miles an hour. What did I say? We were doing 180 kilometers per hour? That's 111 miles an hour. Damn. This is Dusseldorf? No, this isn't Dusseldorf. We haven't even hit Cologne yet. Just showing you guys a little bit of Dusseldorf. I exited down there by Dunkin' Donuts. And I was like, why didn't you get Dunkin' Donuts coffee? Because he went to a chocolatier's place. And they basically gave him just a continuous shots of espresso in a 12-ounce cup. And I took a sip of that and was like, you know, this is... I could drink this other times, but I haven't had anything on my palate in like 12 hours. And I haven't had anything in my stomach in like 8 hours. Because I ate on the plane at like noon this time, and it's currently... I'm looking at the wrong time. I need to have Aaron set this clock so I'm not constantly looking at home. It's currently 9 at night, 8:50. It is very bright outside. So I can function transit by myself. International transit on top of that. Except for the poor lady. I started crying too at Frankfurt Hauptbahnhof. I didn't get to record that because I was like punching in to print out my ticket 3 minutes before my train left. And then I was like, I need to, or it was like 6 minutes before my train left. And then I basically found, and I heard someone say, well, you have a good night, honey. Your train will come in on the next thing over here. And I'm like, you speak English. Can you help me find my train? I don't know how to read this ticket, and I think my train leaves in 2 minutes. He says, it's the one right here. Has it already left yet? And I just ran. And I just shouted to the person inside the door, I go, Amsterdam? And they're like, get on! And I'm like, and I basically jumped with 2 50-pound suitcases into the train and landed, and then the door closed. And then like sealed itself with a little air seal, and then the train took off. I had a wild time at Hauptbahnhof. All right, we are outside Amsterdam Central. There's Aaron finally. It smells like beach.
Yeah. It smells a little better than most beaches that
We came into this little area right here, and I just looked over and I was like, how do you not smell beach?
Okay, so right now we're at the river. I've been near canals for most of the time.
True. I was on R the entire time in Hauptbahnhof. When I finally got on the train, all of those things rolled through. I already had a panic attack and got over it by basically just walking up to some Bavarian grandma she looked like, and I'm just like, I need help. Lovers Canal Cruise. Oh, lovely.
It looks empty from here.
It's not. It's jam-packed.
Okay. Parts of it come in tomorrow.
Parts of it come in tomorrow. We don't have an apartment right now.
Yeah.
So part 3 of this whole thing will be significantly later once we find our apartment and give a little tour of it and show it set up. Yep. So this will go up. Shit, this is way too much footage.